Stable Live! We have over 2 hours packed of fun for you, including interviews with guests in my studio.
I will be your reporter on the field. I will be talking to visitors and team members throughout the entire stream.
And you get to hang out with me and Game Master Ylva while we do challenges and even a fun race.
And keep your eyes and ears open all throughout the stream because there will be codes maybe hidden. Maybe there will be a question. Maybe it will be a riddle. You never know. Stay with us till the end so you don't miss out on anything.
Make sure that you follow us on Instagram during the stream because we will be making a Jorvik pony variation together!
Yes, so stay tuned, check out some footage from the event, and we will see you soon. Bye!
Bye!
Welcome to my studio! Star Stable Live is officially upon us, and I am joined by two of our featured artists today. Welcome, you guys.
Hello, thank
you. So, how about you introduce yourselves and tell everyone at home what it is you do at Star Stable?
Yeah, sure. I'm Matilda, and I'm a concept artist, which means that I help design new characters and environments that are coming to Jorvik. So I basically sit around and draw all day long.
That sounds like fun.
It is.
Awesome. And we also have Lisa with us today.
Yeah, hello, I'm Lisa, and I am making the horses at Star Stable. So I do the models and the textures, like the colors, variations of the horses. And yeah.
Awesome. I know our players are very excited to hear about what you're up to today. So we have some exciting things going on that are going to happen during the live stream, and we will keep checking back. But Matilda, what will you be working on today?
Yeah, I will actually be painting a wallpaper for all of you.
Nice.
Yes.
So she's going to create a wallpaper today, and at the end, we will set it available for you guys. So you can go to live.starstable.com to download it in the near future. It won't be ready quite today, but it will be available soon. Lisa, what will you be doing for us today?
So today we are going to together create a Jorvik pony variation.
Yay!
Yeah, with help of polls that you have been answering, we are going to, I'm going to create it. So I'm really looking forward to that.
Yeah, super fun. So yesterday we set a poll live on our Instagram account to ask players which base coat they would like to see for the new Jorvik pony. So what were the options that were available?
So we had a Palomino, a buckskin, a black, and a bay horse.
Awesome. So I know which one I voted for, but I'm anxious to find out which one you guys voted for. So we actually have the results here. Would you like to
do I get the honor?
Yes, you do.
Awesome.
Yay.
Wow. God, I'm shivering a little bit. I'm so excited about this.
It's kind of exciting to have the players pick a horse.
Oh my God, no.
Yay.
They chose the buckskin.
Yay. That's the one I voted for.
Did you?
Yes, I did.
That's,
yes, I did.
That's so cool. I love buckskins because they have so much color variation in their coat. Like you can see the dark legs, for example, and then I will create dark muscle and around the eyes, and you know, it will be a great challenge.
So you're going to have a lot of fun today, is what you're saying.
Yeah. Always
Awesome.
have fun creating the horses for Star Stable.
So we have 3 more polls that are going live now. Essentially, it's going to be coat markings, leg markings, and facial markings. So you guys can go to our Instagram right now, very soon, any moment, and vote on additional polls. But the next one that we're going to reveal the winner for is the coat markings. So what's going to happen now is Lisa's going to start working on the base coat, and we will check in with her in a little while to see how it's going and announce the winner of the coat markings. So be sure to go vote. The option with the most total votes will be the winner. So yay! I look forward to seeing what the community comes up with.
Great.
While I have you guys here, I wanted to ask you a very important question that gets asked a lot in the Star Stable community, and that's what is your favorite horse? In Star Stable, of course.
Okay, I'll go first. Well, it changes all the time for me.
Understandable.
But right now, it's actually the halflinger because it's like mane and tail is just hair goals. So it's
Nice.
so fluffy.
It is very
Yes.
fluffy, that's true. How about you, Lisa? What's your favorite horse?
Well, since I work on the horses, it's so hard to say because all of them are kind of my babies. Well, the ones that I have been working on since this autumn when I started working at Star Stable.
What were some of the horses that you started working on?
The Connemara, the North Swedish, Lusitano, now the Jorvik pony,
Awesome.
and the coats for the Pinto Arabian.
Oh, nice.
But if I would have to choose between them all, I would say that I would go for two of them actually. So the Lusitano because it's elegant, and the North Swedish because it's furry and like very, very cute and fluffy.
Of course.
So they are
Excellent.
two different types, and yeah.
Yeah, that's really cool. So I wanted to ask you guys what you thought of the update this past Wednesday. We had a big update that has to do with the circus, which was super exciting, and our players really enjoyed some of the new characters. So what did you guys think?
I think it was awesome. It looks so cool.
Yeah, excellent.
I think that their reactions on Z, the horse, that was very nice.
Because that's a beautiful horse, of course.
It's a very gorgeous color. I mean, that color is not allowed for the North Swedish horses, but since C is a bit special in a way, not going to tell too much, it's pretty nice to have the silver dapple coat for Z. So
Cool.
and with the little snip also between the muscle, it's cute.
Excellent. Thank you, ladies, so much. I'm so glad that I had you here today. We are next going to go talk to Karen, who is exploring the venue here. So she's going to explore the line and tell us a little bit about what's happening and why we're all here today.
Thank you, Stacy.
Yeah, thanks for being here.
Thank you, Stacy. I am here at the entrance of Inferno Online at Onoplan, and it is crowded. People have been waiting in line since this morning. It's really cool. So when you get in, you actually get one of these bracelets, looking like that, and we're going to explore some of the things that's going to happen today. So let's go.
Ja, men hur gjorde du det, frågar jag då? Jag gjorde det via Google Translate. Jag hade absolut inte förberett mig för
Yay! So this is the entire venue. It's huge, and it's actually 400 computers in here that you can play Star Stable on, and everyone who visits the event can play Star Stable together. And that's actually called a LAN party, if I remember correctly, which is really cool. And all throughout the day, our team members will hold presentations over here about what they do at Star Stable, and of course we will meet with them too, so you get to learn from them too, people who are watching the stream. So yeah, I'm super excited. The mood is great. We have so many cool fans here. And yeah, I think I'm gonna just walk around, meet some people, talk to them, and I will share back with you later. Now, back to Stacy. Let's talk about codes.
Thank you so much, Karen. I am now joined by Nika, who some of you may recognize as she was our former Queen of Redeem, in charge of the Redeem codes. But I hear you have a new job at Star Stable.
Yes, I do, and hello, Stacey.
Hello.
Great to be here. Yes, I'm now a product owner at Star Stable.
So what does a product owner do?
Yeah, it's a tough one. Well, actually, I don't really work with anything. Kinda. I'm joking. I'm kidding. Of course I do.
Good.
So, to be honest, as a product owner, I mostly help coordinate things. I help planning with the future releases. I work with content, which means I work with quests and horses and items and assets and all of that. So together with the other team members, we help figure out what's going to come next. I also try to collect all the ideas from the players, all ideas from our team members, and try to, prioritize things and figure out what's going to come next, because we can't work on everything at the same time.
Exactly. So some overall organizing you got going on there.
Yeah, Yeah.
Awesome. And you do a great job, so thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
We are here to talk about something very important today, and that is, of course, redeem codes. So
What can be more important than the redeem
exactly.
codes?
So we have a series of redeem codes today that I was hoping you could tell our audience about.
So we have two types of redeem codes. So first thing, you need to have a sharp eye.
Yes.
It's a bit of a where's Waldo game going on, but this is where's a redeem code. They are hidden.
Yes.
One of them you already saw.
Yep. One was already happened. So if
Oh,
you
yeah.
missed it, don't worry. It will come back again. But one already occurred.
And there's gonna be 3 more
Yep.
hidden somewhere.
Those are the star coin codes. So keep a sharp eye out for those.
Oh, yeah.
But then we also have a few others.
Oh yes, we have more.
few.
Oh yes, we have more. Others are actually answers to trivia questions.
Excellent.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so we have 7 more redeem codes that are for in-game items. And those will be given out periodically throughout the live stream via trivia questions. So we're going to ask questions about Star Stable. So as long as you have your Star Stable knowledge ready to go, you'll be able to answer them. Don't forget that the codes are going to be in English. So the answer to the trivia question will be in English. So
Which
we
then would be a redeem code that you
Yeah.
can redeem on our website.
Yep, for 24 hours. So get them in now.
Yeah, be fast, don't wait.
Don't wait. No, of course they're not going to wait. It's going to be immediate. Everyone's going to go plug those in. It's super fun.
Just don't break our website.
Please. But next, I have to ask you what your favorite horse is.
Okay, so are we talking about the in-game
we have to
horse or outside of the
we
game?
say, why are we doing this?
I would say outside.
So in that
One thing
case,
that I realized
the answer
after
is
the last
actually
video,
my
we
favorite
really-
horse. It's not yet in the game. It's Tracaner.
Oh, excellent.
It's a very lovely horse.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
So, guys, definitely check out the redeem codes. So 7 in-game items, 4 hidden star coin redeem codes. And next, we are going to give out the first code. So we have
Listen carefully.
we have a trivia question for you. Would you like to read it?
Oh yes. Okay. Please listen carefully. So, what is the name of Elsa Einstein's brother? The answer is the code.
Yes. Do you
Should
want to
I repeat it?
Read it one more time.
One more time. Okay, just to be sure. What is the name of Elsa Einstein's brother? Did I say that right?
Yes. Elsa Einstein, one of the characters in the game. We would like the name of her brother.
And that name is the redeem code.
And we should give a hint. This character is located in Dino Valley.
Yep.
It's a little bit of a hint. Because I
Thank
know it's
you.
a toughie. I know it's a toughie.
Thank you. Actually, I'm not sure. I have to work on my knowledge.
Yeah. Awesome. Thank you so much. And now we are going to go over to Karen, who is going to interview Marcus in just a couple minutes. And Marcus has a lot of knowledge about the history of Star Stable. So I think he's going to have some interesting things to talk about.
Awesome.
Right? Yeah.
I think so too.
So before we switch over, what did you think of the update this week?
Oh God. I actually loved one comment.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, which was, who actually approved this? Was this intentional? I'm like, maybe?
I think we have a new favorite character, all of us, in
I
the
just
game.
know, I know just who was the first one to really like the new Idris character.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna say that I love the new update. I love the new update.
I think the circus looks fabulous. I have not yet got to play the quests, so I'm very much looking forward to it.
Oh yeah, I hope people, like everyone will love it, that they can replay it again, and that we hope will improve on some things.
Yeah. Excellent. Okay. So now we are going to go over to Karen
Yay.
and Marcus.
Bye.
Thank you, Stacy. I am here at the floor of Inferno with a very, very, very special guest named Marcus Turell Björking. Who are you?
I am a creative director. I have been working as a game director for 5 years in Star Stable, but I'm now working with developing the world and the characters and the settings in the universe of Star Stable.
Wow! And you are very special because you've been working with Star Stable from the very beginning, right?
Yes, I've been working for this universe for 13 years now, from 2005, starting with the Starshine Legacy games.
Yeah.
So I've been around for a long time now.
Quite some time. I wasn't even born yet. Just kidding. So you did expand the Starshine Legacy universe into Star Stable Online. Why did you make that decision?
Yeah, we found out that the world was so beloved by our fans, and we really think that we could do something more of it. So I felt that I have a strong vision of what I really want to become with the Horse Online adventure game, and it's become this Star Stable Online.
Nice. And you opened up the servers for Star Stable Online in 2011, yeah?
That's right. And then I remember we was like seeing that people was starting getting online. It was like 10 people online, and we say yeah, and we look around. It was like 7 people on the company back then, and the 7 of the 10 was us.
Was you guys? But even so, they must have felt. How did it feel? It must have felt awesome.
Yes, absolutely. I'm really proud of this, and seeing how the players like the universe, and I'm so happy with every employees and the people behind the company that believe in this Star Stable universe.
Yeah, because now 2018, Star Stable is huge, and we're so many fans that enjoy what you decided to create, and that's super impressive and really exciting.
Yes.
But were you ever worried? Because you did take a chance on Star Stable. Were you ever worried that it would be a flop?
Not really. We made a soft launch, so but I didn't believe it would be a flop. But I couldn't believe it was going to be that great success that it is today.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
So, what do you look forward to in the future of Star Stable?
Of course, explore more of the main story, but also develop the equestrian experience and the horse fantasy dream in the game. So we do a lot of features and functions in the game that supports that. I would really want to see that, and more magic in the game.
Magic, horses, and story.
Yes.
Right. Well, I do have to ask you one question that we are going to ask everyone today. What is your favorite horse in Star Stable?
Well, as breed in general, I think the Frisian horse is the most fantastic horse, but especially I think Tin Can is amazing.
Oh, Tin Can.
Yes.
That's a Soul Rider horse, right?
Yes, it's Alex horse.
So Alex horse. Yeah, he is cute.
Yes.
And very funny. So we're actually gonna give away a code.
Cool.
Not right now. So in the form of a trivia question, where the answer is the code. So I'm gonna give you the question, and you're gonna read it, and the answer to this is the code, okay?
Which area of Jorvik was released in April 2016?
Okay, you wanna repeat again?
Okay, which area of Jorvik was released in April 2016?
Okay, April 2016. The answer is the code. Okay. Thank you so much for talking to me.
Thank you.
It's been great. Continue doing your thing,
Thank you.
because we love it. And thank you for talking to me, and we will check back with Stacy, where she's gonna talk about the Soul Riders. Back to you, Stacy.
Yay, thank you so much, Karen. It's so exciting, another redeem code that we've just given out, but now we have a very special announcement. But first, some introductions. I am joined now by Malin and Jake. Welcome to the studio, you guys. How are you doing?
Thanks for having us.
Yeah, cool. So how about you guys tell us a little bit about what you do at Star Stable?
So my name is Malin. I work as an art director at Star Stable. Yeah.
So what does that entail? What do you do?
It means that I do anything and everything from TV commercials to like the graphics you see here.
I was going to say, I want you to talk about how much work you did here for Star Stable Live. That's pretty amazing. It looks fantastic.
It does. I'm so happy with it.
Awesome.
Yeah.
And Jake, what do you do at Star Stable?
I'm the narrative director. So I work with the artists and the designers on Star Stable Online, working on things like quests, working on new areas and new characters. I also do a lot of the writing. Just this morning I was wrapping up some of the finishing touches on the new story quests that are coming soon.
Yay, new story quests!
Yeah.
Oh, I bet so many of our players would love to have your job.
Yeah, it's quite an honor.
That's super cool. So, we're not here for just any reason. We're here for a very special reason, and that is to announce that our Soul Riders and their horses are being updated. So they're getting some new looks and a little bit more personality, and we have a lot to share with you guys today. So I don't want to delay, but we first want to start out kind of have you guys tell us a little bit who the Soul Riders are, like what their role is in the game, and how this tied in with some of the previous games.
Yeah, so the Soul Riders were the stars of the Starshine Legacy games. They came out almost 15 years ago. And so Star Stable Online is basically a spiritual successor to those games. So it has some of the same characters and situations, but it's not a direct sequel. We've kind of, we're readapting it as, there's a new novel series out. This Soul Rider Legacy is kind of telling the same events through a new and more modern voice. And those characters in the novel are the ones that we want to carry through into the game. So we kind of went through a long process working as a team, Malin and I and Marcus, of course, and working with a lot of our artists and a lot of creative people in the company, and trying to figure out who these girls should be and who do we want to introduce to players, both in the novels and then in the games and any future products as well.
Excellent. So yeah, they have very, very important roles in the game. So I think it's about time they deserved kind of a makeover, right?
Absolutely.
Of course. So why did we feel that this was important to update the Soul Riders?
Well, first of all, they're about 15 years old, so that was a pretty good. That was the first step. Like, okay, we probably need to do something about this. We also want them to represent girls in a better way, and we felt that they needed some love.
Oh, I bet our players totally agree with that.
And we are updating different things at the in the game at the moment, so this is a part of it, of course. But
it feels like the natural course.
Yes, absolutely.
We also wanted to bring out the relationship between the girls and their horses better. They always had a strong bond with their horse, but their visual appearance and how they dress when they ride and how they manifest their personality and their riding style, that's never been something that really came through in the game, and we want to make sure that that is really a strong part of who they are.
Yeah, that makes sense. Absolutely. Excellent. So now that we've kind of talked about the Soul Riders in general, we want to express, we want to explore each one individually.
Yes.
So the first Soul Rider that you meet in the game is Alex. So let's talk a little bit about Alex.
Let's show Alex. A new version of Alex.
So we have a bit of a concept board going on here.
Yes. Oops.
So we want to kind of express that these are, it's concept, so these aren't necessarily the final designs that you'll see in the game, right? We're still kind of finalizing everything.
Absolutely.
Yeah, cool. So maybe you guys want to tell us a little bit about Alex's background.
Yes, so Alex, she kind of grew up on the wrong side of the tracks in Jorvik City. Her family never had much money, and her dad was never around. Her older brothers weren't really there, so she had to learn to take care of herself from an early age, and also kind of be the responsible one of the family and taking care of her brother James. So when she went to high school, which is when the Soul Rider Legacy novels take place, she didn't really have a lot of experience with horses. So when she met Tin Can, that was really her first introduction to the horse world. So when she kind of met the Soul Riders, she had the kind of biggest growth as a rider. And yeah, so now she's really kind of launched headfirst into being a Soul Rider, studying with the Druids. She trains a lot with Elizabeth, and she's really kind of between two worlds now, a girl from the city, but also loves the magical world.
Excellent. That's really cool. And I see here she has on two different outfits.
Yes, so she's got a riding outfit and an everyday kind of outfit.
Okay.
But they don't really differ that much because she's a functional girl. Like, she lifts weights in the evenings and in the mornings, so she's like a strong girl.
Yes.
And therefore she wants to be able to just put on whatever she has at home, and then she just goes out and she rides and she does weights. So she's. And the beanie as well. Like,
kept her beanie, of course.
But we feel like that's very, very much Alex as well. Like, I think that's important because she's had that for 15 years now. So also it fits her personality that she, in the morning she wakes up and she just puts on a beanie. She doesn't care. She's a busy girl. She's got so much to do. So
they're saving the world to be had. So
exactly.
Of course.
And then, fun fact about Alex. She once won a hamburger eating contest in Jorvik, as you can see here, if you can see it.
She's very into it.
She is very into it. She's very good at it. She's also into hip-hop music, and she's a coder.
So there's a lot going on with Alex now. I love that we're getting so much little tidbits about her personality.
It's so important to in order to make the characters like to visualize them, you need to build their personality as well. So we've been spending quite a lot of time doing that.
Absolutely.
Yeah, so far you've really only got to know the Soul Riders through the story quests, and this is one long story we've been telling over almost 7 years now. And we really want these characters to be people you can interact with more and look at them not just as like consuming it like a movie, but we want these to be like your friends that you can hang out with, and so they need to have a rich life. Even when you put down the controller, like in your head, you should be thinking, "What's Alex up to?" And so we want to make sure that they're just rich enough characters that they can live on like that.
Yeah, it definitely feels that way, you guys.
And relatable. I feel like Alex. Alex is me.
That's awesome. So I also see we have Tin Can here. So the horses are getting a new look as well, correct?
Yeah, they are.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, so can you tell us a little bit about his personality?
Tin Can is a bit of a prankster. He's a free spirit, so that he's a really good match for Alex in that way. Together, they both have a bit of a sarcastic edge to them, and they're both not very disciplined, so they just like to go out and hack about, so they're much more kind of relaxed and casual when they're riding, and he has to have a lot of patience to deal with her. She's not the best rider.
That's awesome.
She's got patience with him as well, I think, because he's also kind of a mischievous guy who's just up to no good, maybe.
Excellent. So what exactly can we expect from Alex going forward?
Well, she's looking forward to spending more time with her best friend Maya. So if you read the Clouds Over Silverglade comic, that's when she first meets Maya, and that's a relationship that we'd like to have more of in the game, and just things like that. What does she do when she's not saving the world? So things like that she's into coding and video games. Like we don't get the opportunity to see her do anything except for save the world. So I think she's looking for a little downtime. Also reconnecting with her friend Anne. So.
Oh, Anne. We'll be seeing more of Anne, don't you worry.
Yes, we can't wait.
Excellent. Thank you guys so much. And don't forget, let us know on social media using hashtag #StarStableLive what you think of Alex's new look. We're very excited to read what everyone has to say. So thank you guys for joining me. I will see you again very soon to reveal the next Soul Rider. But we are going over to Karen now for a check-in with Lisa and Matilda. Karen.
Thank you, Stacy. I am back here with the lovely concept artist Matilda and our Horse 3 artist Lisa, and I'm gonna check in on the progress because you've been sitting here now and doing your thing. So I'm actually gonna do a little bit of this to get on your level. So let's start with you.
Yes.
You are working on the wallpaper of our Soul Riders that are later gonna be downloadable on starstable.com, right?
Yes. So, as you can see, I prepared a bit in advance, but today I'll be focusing on adding some characters.
Some characters, so the Soul Riders, yeah. And we have because we just talked about Alex, and she's there now.
Yeah, here she is. If I can grab a pen. She's here, over here, with Tin Can.
Right.
Just marching in the forest.
Nice. So you have been working with these Soul Riders, and you've been a huge part of the process, but redesigning them and working with their personalities. So how has that been?
Well, I've had so much fun with it. Well, I've been working on it for almost 6 months now, I think. So I've been working for them for a long time. So there has been a lot of meetings and lots of sketches and discussions. But here they are. I hope you will like them.
We're here, basically. Nice. So what tool are you working on right now?
Yeah, this is Photoshop. And here I have a drawing tablet.
Oh, you have a tablet that you draw?
I have a tablet.
Nice, so kind of like pen and paper. That's cool. So if you want to do illustrations like this and maybe become a concept artist, is this the way to go? Is Photoshop the way to go?
Well, it's definitely a good tool, but it really doesn't matter what tool or technique you use if you have the foundation skills of drawing. It really doesn't matter if you draw on paper or watercolor, or it's just a tool for technique.
Nice. So start with pen and paper, I guess. Thank you so much. We're going to check in back with you soon and see how your progress goes. So now let's head over to Lisa. Hello. You are working on the horse.
Yes, this is the beginning of the buckskin, a really rough sketch still. But we have the iconic dark legs. I did dark hoofs for now. We'll see if we add some markings to it later maybe. And the dark muscle here. And if I zoom in like I haven't done so much, but this is the beginning. So
Right. And this is a texture, right? You call them textures.
exactly, like this is the model, and in a 3D program they can't read round shapes. So 3D model is based out of squares. So here, this is the texture. This is a 2D plane. It's a UV map, and you wrap this texture around the model so that it gets the color.
It kind of looks creepy.
It looks super creepy. Like you see the eye here, and you see the hoofs here, and the mouth, and and the face.
Right. So the idea is that we're going to co-create a horse together with you guys, based on your votes from our Instagram polls. And we do have another result of the markings.
Ooh.
So I have that right here. So which one was the winner of the markings poll?
Of the coat markings. We'll see. Paint! A paint horse.
Paint. That's called paint?
Yep, this is paint. So you see this is a buckskin paint. And you see these this pattern. It's called paint. Yeah.
Nice.
So that's exciting.
That's really exciting. And our next poll that we have to get a result on, so go in to our Instagram and get your voices heard, because we need your opinion, because that poll is about the leg markings.
Ooh, interesting.
Do you have a favorite that you're rooting for?
Well, to this paint, like it would be very gorgeous if it would have some kind of markings on legs, like bigger markings maybe, because it would break it up a bit from the dark legs, so that it gets to the bright legs.
And we also have a face poll up as well on our Instagram that's going to be ended later. So make sure to go in there and vote on what kind of face marking the host will have. Well, thank you so much. Thank you so much for talking to me. Thank you, Matilda, as well. I'm going to check back in with you once more. No, twice more. I'm going to check back in with you and see how you're doing. But now let's get back to Stacy, where she has been joined by game designers.
Ooh, exciting. What? That pony looks amazing, you guys. I'm so excited. It looks so cool. But now I'm joined by two of our game designers, Layla and Caroline. Welcome to the studio. How are you?
Thank you.
You're welcome. How are you guys doing today?
I think we're great. It's amazing.
Yes.
We got all the people in, and there's so many fans here. The mood is great, and people are actually getting into the game now. So
nice.
I'm really happy.
Awesome. Yeah, it's exciting to find out what's going on out there, because we're here in the studio, and so I don't get to see all the players out there. So I've been asking everyone, how's it going? Is it going well? I hope it's going well. But anyway, let's talk about game design. You guys have the same title, but you have kind of different jobs. So I was hoping you could tell us a little bit about what you do specifically. Would you like to start?
Yes, I can begin. I mainly work with features and behind the hood stuff in the game. Things that might not be directly quest related, but are more things that might give a more longevity type of gameplay. Lately we've been, for instance, working on the collection book with both the Stars and NPCs collections. We worked on photo mode and also the wild horses.
So the super fun, quirky things going on in the game?
Yeah, more things that aren't strictly quest related.
Yeah.
But Caroline?
Yes, I'm working with story quests a lot, and other kind of quests and competitions. And yeah, more quest related stuff, and you are more with the feature stuff.
And races too,
yes, there's some competitions and races too that will included in the quests. But mostly it's quest connected and mainly story quests.
Excellent, that's really cool. And I love that you guys have a similar job, but you get to work on different things. That's pretty cool. So is there something in particular that you've worked on that you are most proud of or had the most fun doing at all?
I would say Mistfall or the Night Dust story.
Oh,
but,
Night Dust,
the story quests, like the recent one, where you're gonna prison break Justin. I thought that was really fun too.
Awesome.
I definitely love all the work you did on the Mistfall quest. You know I love Rania. Yeah, I'm really proud of what we've done with the collection system. But there's actually another type of collection coming up this Wednesday.
I was going to say, I think you worked on something this week.
Which is
this
not
Wednesday.
directly related to the book, but to the races in the game. So you can look forward to seeing more of that this Wednesday.
It's going to be a fun update this Wednesday, I think. We also have some technical stuff going on that's going to happen this Wednesday. Super important, but it goes along with your special feature that's coming.
Yes,
I'm trying to not give it away. I'm so tempted to just announce what the update will be. I'm so bad with secrets, you guys.
Special update related to races. And the pony.
The pony's coming out soon, absolutely. Oh, and it is kind of related. All of the things are related, you guys. We need to move on before I start giving everything away. What got you guys interested in game design?
I can start. I've always been interested in game design, even since I was a kid. I always did my own mods of board games. Like I had chess, and I would bring, do so you could have farms and build cities like behind the chessboard, and the chess was the battlefield. So it started in a really early age with just doing like modifying board games.
Wow, that's really cool. That's very innovative for a kid to do. That's awesome.
And then I got introduced to a really simple game creating tool called Click and Play when I was only 9 years old by one of my teachers. And ever since I just loved it.
That's really cool. How about you? How did you get interested?
Yeah, I started doing much of the same with designing board games. Sometimes you lost the rule set to a board game, so you had no other choice than to make up the rules as you went, and it became a whole new game out of it because you had no idea what you were doing. But then later, when I got a bit older, I started doing tabletop role-playing games, like Dungeons and Dragons, where I got really interested in being the game master. You know, the person who draws up all the dungeons and plans all the adventures and creates all the characters and the world for the players to play. And I just found that really fun, and it was just something I always carried with me. I've always loved games, and I didn't really realize that you could work with games until I was like in my mid-20s, and I was at a work counseling. We're talking about games, and they said like, "Hey, you like games? Why aren't you working with them?" And I was like, "You can work with games?"
A big revelation, I'm sure. So it sounds like a lot of fun, but do you guys encounter any obstacles in your job?
Well,
silence. I know.
Yeah, there are obstacles all the time.
Yeah.
One of the prime obstacles is that we don't always have all the information, especially when we're planning something new. That we're not sure how people will react to it. But that's why it's so great that we have a very active community that's very good at telling us what they think.
Yeah.
And I would also say that our whole work is that we are problem solvers. We have a problem like, I want to do this quest, and how do I want to do the quest? How do I want to present it? What kind of excitement and fun stuff do I want the player to experience in this quest? Like with Night Dust. I mean, he's going to be a bit, out of control. So how do I present it for the players? So it's always problem solving. Like, how do we solve this problem with what we have and what we can do?
Yeah. So I think it's much more difficult than many players realize. It's one thing to take an idea and want to do it. It's another to actually be able to develop that and create it and put it into the game. It's a difficult process, but you guys do a wonderful job with it.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
So enough of the obstacles. What do you love most about working at Star Stable?
I love that we're not just making this game because we're a company that wants to make a game to earn money, but we actually have a purpose behind the game, and it's a purpose that I feel that I can get behind. The whole empowering girls thing, and I love that we're doing things like this, like Star Stable Live. It's amazing to come out and meet players.
Oh, it's about time we had an event like this, of course. Absolutely, and I'm very excited that we can bring it across on a live stream as well for those at home. How about you? What do you love most about Star Stable?
I totally agree with Leila.
Yeah.
I mean, this game is an amazing game. I love what we're standing for, empowering girls. I think that's a really good statement.
Yeah.
And I mean, the people who work at Star Stable, they are amazing.
Oh, the team is fantastic.
Yeah, we have a fantastic team.
Yeah.
And it's a fun game. It's a really, really fun and challenging game to work with. And I love the direct contact we have with our players, that we actually give them an update every Wednesday. So we have short projects, we work hard creating something, we release it, we get feedback right away.
Yeah.
And that's amazing.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think this last Wednesday we did the circus release, that's a perfect example of the team worked incredibly hard on this. It took a while, and we put it out, and the players loved it, and that was fantastic. It's a awesome process to be involved in, for sure.
Yeah, the player really loved Idris. I mean the Circus Quest.
The Circus Quest. We mean the Circus Quest.
Everyone loves Idris.
He looks good now.
Are there any specific skills needed as a game designer, or do you have any tips for those who would like to become game designers?
I think the most important tip is that you have to be able to listen. You have to work with a lot of other disciplines. Like we daily work with programmers, artists, social media. So you need to be able to communicate your intention very well and also listen to them and understand their concerns about the way they work. You also have to be able to listen to the players, to be able to bring in their experience. And as weird as this sounds, listen to the game. To find out the fun in the game, you have to listen to the game when the game tells you if this is fun or not.
Oh,
and
okay.
then go with that.
That makes sense.
I would say try to understand who you're making the game for, just to get a feeling like who is this game for, and try to set yourself in that person's shoes. But also just try to do something at home. Try to do your own board game. Try to check out like Unity, Unreal, Game Maker. Just try something out and just have fun.
Awesome. Yeah, there's definitely never been a better time to start developing games right now, because anyone can just download Game Maker and start making their own game.
Yeah.
There's tons of tutorials on YouTube.
Cool, thank you for the recommendations. So please tell us, what are your favorite horses in Star Stable?
The Halflinger.
Halflinger?
Halflinger.
Excellent.
Yep. My Halflinger named Lion Cake.
Lion Cake, I love it.
My favorite is the Icelandic horse, because I really love the fur that you can see painted on it. And
It's
I also
beautiful.
know that the artist spent a lot of time just painting every fur on that.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I really love my Icelandic in the game. It's called Frog Smash.
Frog Smash!
Yeah.
I love it, Frog Smash!
It's like it's my darling in the game. I always ride around with it on my Game Master account.
That's really cool. Well, thank you so much for joining us. I know the players really appreciate hearing this type of information, and hopefully we can do some more interviews in the future.
Yes,
Cool.
thanks for having us.
Oh, you're very welcome. Now we are going to go over to Karen, who is interviewing one of Star Stable's ambassadors. Karen, over to you.
A very, very special guest called
Rose Shadowly.
Hello, Rose Shadowly. You are an ambassador for Star Stable, right?
Yeah, exactly.
So what does that mean?
Basically, that means we are representing the company and the community, trying to be a link between them. So we can like help the company with sneak peeks, tell the Star Stable Online about wishes or if there are any bugs. In general, we are trying to be really good role models on how to stay safe on the internet and behave.
That is amazing. So ambassadors are really super valuable for Star Stable, and that you're willing to like be an ambassador and such a good one too.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you so much.
It's great to be an ambassador, and I was so happy when they came.
Yay! So, since you are like a pro Star Stable player, would you call yourself a pro?
Well, yeah.
Yes, you would call yourself a pro. Yeah. Well, we are gonna play a little game that I've created, and it is Would You Rather Star Stable Edition.
Okay, yeah, I'm willing to play.
All right, so I have a couple questions here, and you can only choose one alternative.
Okay.
So let's go.
Yeah.
Would you rather having to start over your account from the very beginning, or never ever play again?
Rather start over and over and over again. I'm never gonna quit playing.
I actually kind of suspected that when I wrote that question.
Yeah. Like, okay.
Right, okay. But would you rather always hang out with Loretta or James? You can never like get rid of them.
No. I think Loretta, because I think I would find something in common with her somehow.
Oh, really? I thought you were going to say James. I would say James.
I mean, maybe.
Okay, would you rather own one horse, only one horse, but it's max level, or infinite horses level 1?
I think infinite horses. I'm a horse collector, and my horse reviews would otherwise die.
legit reason. Okay, would you rather win every championship you enter, but you would lose in all of the regular races, or fail all the regular races? No, wait. Win every championship, but fail all the normal races. Yes. Or lose every champ, but always get best of the week in the regular races.
I am already losing all the champs, so I rather level than go champing. So level all the time. I level.
Right, because you have infinite horses, level 1. But then you can't.
I will lose either way.
Okay, thank you for honesty. One last. If you had to choose your Star Stable Instagram or Star Stable YouTube?
YouTube. My YouTube. I love my YouTube. It's more fun than Instagram. Sorry.
Well, luckily you don't have to choose. No. This was just a game. So thank you. I do have one last question. Yep. Since you're a pro Star Stable player, what is your top tips on how to succeed in Star Stable? And by succeeding, I mean having the most fun.
Okay, so first of all, I would do a lot of research on finding the right club, and just to find a club that does the right events for you, and you can then you can find the real best friends from there. Second, I would go explore your week, that you could do with friends or alone, and just try to find all the amazing details in the world. And then third is use photo mode and have just lots of fun taking pictures, pretty or fun.
Photo mode is a blessing.
Yes.
It's truly a blessing.
I mean, how could we live without it before? I have no idea.
No, and it's kind of new, so we have lived without it.
Pre-photo mode.
Life pre-photo mode. Thank you so much for talking to me, Rose. You are amazing, and we'll see more of you in the future. Yes.
I love you.
Now we're going back to Stacey, where she will talk about Soul Rider number 2.
Thank you, Karen, and thank you, Rose. It was great to hear from you. That was super fun. I am again joined by Jake and Malin so that we can talk about the next Soul Rider reveal.
That is
Linda!
Linda!
Yay!
Yay!
So Linda looking super cool here, I would have to say.
Absolutely.
Yay! So do you want to tell us a little bit about Linda's background?
Okay. Yeah, Linda's family immigrated from Pakistan when she was very young. She spent most of her life in Jorvik. She currently lives with her auntie in Jarlaheim, where they have her cat Misty.
Aww.
And so she's balanced. She's basically an overachiever. So she does her schoolwork, she does her show jumping, she does her soul riding. She has a very active online life. She does fan fiction. She has a part-time job working for the Baroness, and she's always looking to push herself and try new things. So
that's really
active.
cool. She seems like she would be the overachiever type. Very studious, I would say, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah. Yeah, and I love her new style going on
Yay.
here.
Yeah,
I'm quite jealous of this shirt right here. I would wear that if I had it.
Yeah, right. So Linda is she's a geeky girl. She's a geek girl.
Oh, for sure.
She loves unicorns. She loves cats, and one cat, Misty. Fun fact about Misty, our art director, Ullis, that has been a part of this group, doing the Soul Riders. Her cat's name is Misty as well.
Aww.
So we try and get these small fun things into the characters.
Oh, that's super sweet.
Yeah, so this is her casual outfit, and this is her riding outfit.
For show jumping, you said, correct?
Exactly, yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, so when she takes an interest in something, she takes it very seriously. So she wears a very formal uniform. She wears a helmet, as everyone at home should be wearing as well. So when she got into show jumping, for her it was kind of a big leap. It's not the kind of thing that she would have done as a child. She was a little bit shy. So show jumping, that really taught her to be courageous and to really trust in her horse. And so it kind of gave her the courage where she used to be kind of a shy and modest girl, but that kind of helped her come out of her shell and be a lot more adventurous.
Excellent. Yeah, I love that she's a geek girl. I feel like that's something a lot of us can relate to, I would say. The unicorns and the fan fiction. I know I can relate quite well to that.
Absolutely. And I feel like she likes to wear these like cardigans because when she's like in the library reading, because she loves to read, she loves stories, she wants to be a writer. And then when she's like in the library reading or researching, she wears she has this cardigan to like keep her warm. I think she likes to be cozy and comfortable.
Yes, cozy. That's the perfect word, I would think.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I love her new look.
Me as well. So that's awesome. Now, what about her horse, Meteor?
Meteor.
So Meteor is the oldest of the guardian horses.
Oh.
And also he's very like Linda. He's very wise, and so the two of them sometimes they can both be a little bit of know-it-alls and kind of play off each other in that way. But they both have a lot to contribute from their experience, and in Meteor's case is memories going back from previous Soul Riders before Linda, and so the two of them. They both complement each other with their knowledge, but also they're very eager to get in and help, and they're very like clear-hearted. They don't let emotions get in the way. They want to help their friends.
Absolutely.
And Meteor is hungry as well, right? He's the hungry horse.
Helpful and hungry.
Yeah. Great combo, I would say.
Yes.
And I think the other Soul Riders, you were talking about how she's like a little bit of a know-it-all. The other Soul Riders, they call her like Google as well, in the most friendly way.
Yes,
yeah. She's a smart girl.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And in most of the quests, we tend to go to her when it has to do with the library or collecting knowledge or needing information. They always want to check with Linda.
Yes.
Well, speaking of going to Linda in the quest, she's going to be featured very prominently in the next story quest. So we'll be spending a lot more time with her soon.
Ooh, secrets. I love it.
So exciting.
So that's what we can expect from Linda then going forward.
Yeah, so
she has a big
she'll
role.
be back in the new story quests and beyond that, and she's really looking forward to going to the Purple Pony, checking out the latest comics and anime imports. She hasn't really had time since the shop opened. She's been so busy saving the world. And also it'd be
a little busy saving the world.
But spending some time with family. I think it's great to see the other aspects of these characters' lives.
Yeah.
And so learning a little bit about her culture and where her family came from, I think that will be a really fun thing to do with her.
Excellent. Thank you guys so much. I'm looking forward to learning a little bit more about Linda, about all of them actually.
Yeah, me too.
I've already learned so much today and we're only through 2 of them.
Yeah. We're learning too.
But this is great. So yeah, they're still in development. We mentioned this before. We're still it's concept art, I would say, here on our graphics.
Absolutely. As we've done before, building these characters, we've made like Pinterest boards and we've made like Spotify lists, like to get into like the mode of creating them, listening to their kind of music, and it's like really building them as characters.
Nice, taking it very seriously then.
Yeah.
They're so important. You have to.
Yeah, absolutely. And she's got a lot of online friends, so she writes fan fiction. I don't know if you mentioned that, but she writes fan fiction, and she's got like an online persona, so she's very active online as well, talking to friends.
Oh, we all relate to that then. Absolutely. So go ahead on social media using hashtag #StarStableLive. Let us know what you think of Linda's new look, her new attitude, her new personality. Tell us everything we want to know. And now we are going to go over to Karen, who's going to find out if Melly and Matilda are as good of friends as they claim to be. Karen?
Thank you so much, Stacy. I am here with 2 people that you probably know of, Matilda and Game Master Ylva, and we're gonna do a little challenge. So, would you say that you were good friends?
Yes, definitely. Too good of friends, I would probably say.
Yes.
And you became friends through Star Stable?
Yes.
We did.
Yes.
Bringing people together. Nice. So the challenge that we're gonna do is called a friendship challenge, and it's called Who is Most Likely To? So I have given you these kind of pointy thingies with one side of Ylva's face and one side of Matilda's face, and we're gonna find out who's most likely to do what. So I will say like a bunch of like statements and who's most likely to questions, and the person that you think that's most likely to do that thing, you hold up the sign of their face. You ready?
Yes. Let's go.
Let's go. Who is most likely to mess up a line on Star Stable News?
No, it's definitely me.
It's so me.
No, it's definitely me.
Because she's so professional. She also writes the script for the show, so you always know. And I'm just like, bah.
But you go in and don't even know what you're gonna say, and then you just nail it on first. She's like,
that's why it's me.
Says it correctly.
Well, I think you were a bit too humble because you both answered yourself. So you be more honest. Who's most likely to be late?
Oh, definitely me.
Most def.
Definitely me. Matilda is so good with times and I'm really not, and it stresses her out so much.
Gives me anxiety.
Well, you were unanimous on voting for Game of Ylva, so I believe that. You know each other well. Who is most likely to survive the apocalypse?
I think me.
Yes, I think so too. I'm a fragile little flower. I will break. Probably.
I know people who are doctors.
Okay, good.
They will help me when I'm fragile.
Interesting. Okay, another one. Who is most likely to cry during a movie?
I would say myself too.
Really?
Yes, I cry like a baby.
You do?
I do.
Shout out to everybody who saw the vlog when me and Colin was in USA and we watched Titanic, and
so beautiful.
we both bawled our eyes out.
It was beautiful.
I'm a crier. I'm definitely a crier.
Yeah, same.
I saw Trolls last night and I cried a lot.
No. Especially when it's animals. Animals just. If it's pretty. If it's
Especially
sad.
when it's Leonardo
it's just
DiCaprio, I will cry.
So beautiful. Okay, who is most likely to be irresponsible with their star coins?
Oh yeah. I have this vision of you just spending it on everything.
I never have star coins. I never do. I just. There's so many pretty horses.
Are you a shopper?
I do. I am. Totally. I have a problem. No. But I also have a vision of you like being really saving up your coins for like one day when you really need it.
I am. I think it's for the apocalypse. I'm just gonna stock up on horses.
Well, nice. Thank you for being honest. Who is most likely to win a championship race?
I'm terrible. I'm gonna be honest. I'm not
gonna
that
do
good.
this. Can I do this?
We should do this someday.
Yes, we should.
Totally. Yes. Yes.
Yeah, so do this one day so we find out.
Yes.
Right.
So to be
Great.
continued.
Who is most likely to play Star Stable for 24 hours straight?
I say me. I am definitely the nerd.
And no questions about it.
I love Star Stable.
He does.
I love Star Stable.
Yeah. Me too, but not as much. There's another level.
I'm extra.
Another level.
All right, that's good to know. So, who is most likely to? This is the last one, you guys. So, who is most likely to accidentally burn down the office?
Yes.
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 Matilda.
I am a klutz.
She is. She is.
I'm not
We've-
careful. I'm so clumsy.
We've saved my computer on several occasions when she's spilled stuff.
Spilled. I have like a big cup. I need to drink out of big things, so I drink out of a big cup water, and I don't know how I do, but I always try to spill.
We have a separate table now to put drinks because
I don't know why. It just happens.
because this.
Well, thank you so much for talking to me.
This was so fun, Colin. Don't leave us.
I do have a conclusion, and that conclusion is that you are actually quite good friends, because that was quite unanimous, your votes. Are you proud?
Yes.
Yes.
I love you.
I love you too.
Oh. So with this in mind, we're gonna get back to Stacy, where she will talking to an animator.
Oh no, I got my head.
Thanks, you guys. Don't worry, Matilda. I spilled too. It's okay. I'm joined now by Eric, who's one of our animators. Welcome to the studio. So, how about you tell us a little bit about what you do at Star Stable?
Sure. So I'm an animator, one of 4 animators in the studio. Which,
4. We have 4.
Yeah, so we basically take the static meshes that the 3D artists make, and we try to bring them to life with character and appeal and motion.
Awesome. That sounds very complicated. So what exactly have you worked on that our players would know or recognize in the game?
Well, upcoming, the Jorvik pony.
Nice.
Pretty nice, pretty nice. And one thing we really enjoyed doing was the Darko scene. So basically when you were on your way to rescue Anne in Pandoria and Darko enters the scene, all of these tentacles come up.
Oh, that's really cool.
Together with the designers, of course,
Yes.
assembling.
But I bet animating them was super fun. Not something
Super
you
fun.
would expect to do, right? At least not in Star Stable.
It's one of the ordinary day things, right?
Of course. So what are some obstacles that you encounter in animation?
One typical thing is when you when you approach realism versus something that should be more like cartoony or something you see in a fantasy movie or something like that. And for instance, when it comes to movies, when you animate, you always have a set camera. But in games, you can move the camera around the horse for all times, for instance.
Right.
Which means that you need to make sure that everything looks good from every
From all
angle at
sides.
all times.
Yeah, that does sound super challenging.
But fun.
Yeah, of course. What is the most fun to animate, people or horses?
I would typically say people because I can relate to them more. However, at the same time, it's really fun to animate horses because you get to learn so much about them each and every day, like investigating why does a horse move in this certain way, like what has made them, for instance, what have made us breed them in a certain way to fulfill a function, or for instance, how does a wild horse behave? Like there are so many things you can research and go into, and it's always funny.
Yeah, I would
to
say
learn
we're
new
always
things.
learning about horses at Star Stable. I know I am. I learn something new every day about horses.
Yeah.
I imagine animating is the same process.
Oh yeah, oh yeah, definitely, definitely.
Of course. So, interesting question. If you had to choose to animate for the rest of time, would you choose animating bodies or faces, and why?
I would choose faces
Huh.
because almost like 70% of the acting of a character goes on in this part of the face.
For sure, for sure.
So basically you could take a cube, attach eyes and eyebrows to it, and people could relate to it. For instance, if you look at Disney's WALL-E, that character, sure, it has a couple of arms and a body, but mainly you focus on the eyes and the eyebrows.
That's very true. Okay, that makes a lot of sense. So, are there specific skills that you need as an animator?
I tend to think of two in particular. Like for one, drawing is always good. Like keep on drawing as much as you can. Draw poses of characters sitting in different ways, not just standing up straight, but leaning their head, shifting, because that you get sort of a more physical feel to it. And same with if you draw horses, how they stand, why they stand in certain postures.
Yep.
But also when you come to the character aspect of it, if you can act things out for yourself, it's much easier to get into the character.
Absolutely.
So-
So, a little bit of theatrics.
Yeah, yeah. Put up a cell phone, film yourself, like moving around, and then feel how it feels for you.
Excellent. A little unexpected talent you may need if you want to get into animation, but it sounds important. So,
Yeah,
nice. Thank you.
I would say so.
Yeah. What's your favorite thing about working at Star Stable specifically?
Well, it's an amazing team, I would say. It's such a nice environment with people from all kind of backgrounds, different nationalities, and it's just a happy environment, very passionate people pushing forward.
Absolutely.
I would say that's the biggest thing.
Awesome. And of course, I must ask, what is your favorite horse in Star Stable?
Connemara Dapple
Connemara?
Grey.
Dapple Grey, very specific.
Yes.
Okay, excellent. So before we carry on, we have a trivia question. Well, I should say actually it's a riddle written by Ylva in particular. So would you like to read this riddle? I might have you read it twice just to be sure we get it. So listen carefully, you guys. We have a kind of a long riddle for you, and the answer will be the redeem code.
All right, everyone ready?
Yep.
Beloved Epona is my home, but in Fort Pinta I stand alone. In New Hillcrest you can find me trotting. Make sure no evil forces are plotting. My animations are many, more than most. My most popular variation is white, like a ghost. Who am I?
Who am I? That's tricky. I'm going to ask you to read it one more time, just so our viewers at home have a chance to think about it, consider it, and just know that the answer is going to be the redeem code.
All right. Beloved Epona is my home, but in Fort Pinta I stand alone. In New Hillcrest you can find me trotting, making sure no evil forces are plotting. My animations are many, more than most. My most popular variation is white, like a ghost.
Just like a ghost.
Who am I?
Thank you so much. Remember, you guys, you have 24 hours to redeem the codes from today. So hurry up, get on your computer, log into your account, and look for that redeem code tab. And that's where you're going to plug in the redeem codes. So thank you so much, Eric.
Thank you.
I appreciate the information, and I'm sure our viewers at home do as well. But now we are going to visit with Karen, who has stopped over at the desk with Lisa and Matilda to do a little update. Karen.
Thank you, Stacy. I am back here with Matilda, the lovely concept artist, and Lisa, our lovely horse 3D artist, and they're doing their thing, and we're gonna check in on their progress. So let's start with you, because you're having a drawing, like a crazy person, and now I see that we have another person.
Yes, here in the back we have Linda and Meteor.
She's reading a map. Oh, sorry, she's reading a map.
Yeah, she's probably just trying to figure out where they are, where the other one's just marching ahead.
Right. We just talked about Linda as well, the Soul Rider Linda and her personality. So which of the Soul Riders would you say that you identify the most with?
Well, actually, I think that might be Linda, because she's nerdy and she likes to tell stories, and she also is a person who likes to have all the facts before making a decision, and that's very much me.
How nice! I hope that when we release the Soul Riders, then everyone get a chance to get to know them as well as you, and maybe identify with one. That would be nice. So, what is most important when drawing characters like this?
Well, I try to think a lot about like their personality, so I try to think a lot about like body language and facial expressions, but because that is a big part of what makes a character.
Yeah.
So I sometimes even like try out the poses myself, and I do faces just to like feel it in my body, so that makes it easier to draw.
Nice. Well, you're doing such a good job. I'm like so excited to see this result, and everyone will see this result and be able to download it and use it as a wallpaper, which I look forward to a lot. Thank you. We will check back in with you later as well. Now let's head over to Lisa. Hello.
Hey, Karin. Hello, guys.
So, you have been working on the coat markings.
Yes, and here you can see this is texture, how it looks like right now. I'm gonna show it on the model. Flop. There we go. This is how the paint markings look on the model right now, and as you can see, it's really work in progress because it takes a long time to create these coat markings, and there's a lot of detail that has to go in there. I started to create these kind of like how it goes over from the fur over to the pattern, but it's a lot of fun. So yeah, it's a nice challenge.
Nice, but this is a like a Jorvik pony, which means that it's a Norwegian breed. It's our breed. Does that make any difference for the markings?
Actually, in this case, it doesn't, because buckskin is allowed like different paint markings, and well, I could maybe put in some kind of what is it called? Not the teaser, but like some kind of maybe symbol in there somewhere, or do something like that.
Because it's our breed, and we don't have to be realistic.
No, we can do whatever we want with this pony, and yeah.
Well, how nice. But we do have another result from another poll, which is the leg poll. So we do have a leg result. On the leg, they got the most votes. Do you want to open?
Yes.
Because you open really well.
Thank you, Karin. So I left the markings on the legs, like I didn't do any markings because I wanted you guys to tell me what to do next. Wait, other way around?
Oh.
Wait, what is this?
Yeah.
Oh, what is this marking called? It's a half sock.
A half sock. So that's like a medium sock.
Kind of. It doesn't go up all the way up to the knee. Like if it goes over the knee, it's called a stocking.
Right.
But now it's a half sock or a sock.
Right.
And I think that this buckskin is going to look gorgeous in those socks.
Me too. I think it's going to look great. So we do have another poll that we're waiting on a result from, which is the face poll. That's the final poll. So do you have a favorite for the face?
Yes, but I don't know if you guys want to go that fantasy, but I have like the twirly marking, the snirkly.
Right.
I love that
Well,
marking.
we'll hope on that. We'll see what you guys say, and I'll check back with you when we have a result. So thank you so much.
Sounds awesome.
Now we're going back to Stacy in the studio, where she has been joined by Game Masters. Very special.
Thank you, Karen. I am so excited. I cannot wait to purchase this Jorvik pony in the game. It looks so cool, and it's only going to get better. So I am now joined by two of our lovely Game Masters. Hello and welcome to our studio.
Thank you.
So we have Josephine, who is Game Master Lorelei, and Kathy, who's Game Master Zelda. Excellent. So you guys, what does a Game Master do?
What do we do?
Well, we chat with our players. We're online. We level up as everyone else. We talk to the players, try to engage with them, what they like, what they do. Maybe we do races with them if the time allows it. And yeah, we just
keep an eye on the chat.
Yeah.
So that everyone is friendly.
It's fun, but it's also work.
Yes.
For sure.
Yes.
Yeah. So, but is being a Game Master your full-time job?
No, it's not. We do that like aside from our regular work.
So how do you become a Game Master?
You have to be level 10. You have to work at Star Stable, of course.
That's the first one.
And then you have to be level
employed.
10 and pass a test.
Oh, a test.
So it's serious business.
It's serious business being a Game Master, absolutely. Because you kind of have to know about the game in order to answer questions from players, of course. Yeah. Do you guys have some common questions that you get in the game?
I would say the most common question is, where are you?
Of course. Can I take pictures with you?
Yes, exactly. And then it's, what's your favorite horse?
Which we are conquering today. Everyone's favorite horse. Speaking of which, what are your favorite horses?
The Frisian sport horse.
Good choice.
Love it. Yes.
Oh, those are so pretty. How about you? What's yours?
I love the Icelandic horses, actually.
Oh, nice. Yeah, we just talked about that in the previous segment, I think, about how detailed their coats are. That's awesome. Plus, they have a special race. Their very own race, Icelandic race. For the tolting.
Yeah.
They have their own race for tolting.
That's so
Sorry.
cute, yes.
Yeah.
That's nice.
Excellent. So I would also say that Game Masters frequently have to address stuff in the game as far as player ideas go. So I was thinking it's important to tell players that while we're always happy to take ideas, Game Masters can't exactly make promises in the game. So please feel free to let us know if you have any ideas or suggestions for the game. But just remember that Game Masters can't always confirm or deny what will be added into the game.
We love to listen to the ideas, but and take inspiration from it. But we can't promise.
Yeah. Of course. So what's the best thing about being a Game Master? What do you guys really enjoy about it?
Well, for me, it's as a 3D artist, I love like listening to what the players want in the game, their ideas, and take inspiration from them.
Yeah. How about you? Do you have a favorite thing?
Well, I love to listen to feedback, and I also love doing races and actually doing something actively with the players.
Yeah. Picnics and races and barbecues. Absolutely. Absolutely. So, where and when can players find you in the game? Like your server, maybe specific times you might hop online. Do you have a set schedule?
You do. For me, it's like always, I'm on Fluffy Unicorn. Usually always on Wednesdays after the update.
Yeah.
That's like a given. Then I play like during the day sometimes while I work.
Yeah, there's not usually set schedules,
No,
right?
but always Wednesdays for me.
To find out about the update.
Yes.
What did you think of this past update with the circus?
I loved it.
Yeah.
And the players seem to love it, so that's great.
Awesome. Cool.
I'm usually on the German servers. I swap a lot because there's a lot of German servers.
Yeah.
So I don't have a one server that I'm on, and I don't have a fixed schedule either. There's just not the
It's just
time
when
for that.
time allows.
Yeah, and I'm on Firestar also.
Oh, cool. Awesome. So you visit with Australia and New Zealand then? Oh, that's really cool.
Yeah, but I have to be on very early because of the time difference.
Yeah, there's
so-
definitely a time difference, which is unfortunate for times like this when we do a live stream,
Yeah.
because we know that there's always going to be someone who might be a little left out as far as time goes, because there's no perfect time that fits everyone's schedule. So we kind of try and grab the most people as possible, but that's why this live stream will be available on our YouTube after it airs, as well as portions of it that we'll cut out and chop up and make available as videos. So don't you worry. If anybody's missing out now, they're going to get to watch it later. Yay! Do you guys have Instagram accounts? Because I know a lot of our game masters have Instagram accounts.
We do.
Yes, we do.
Yeah, what's yours?
Yeah.
My Instagram account is game.master.zelda.
It seems to be a theme, I think.
And mine is game.master.lorelei.
Awesome. Thank you, ladies, so much. I have a favor to ask you. Would you be willing to give out a redeem code in the form of a trivia question?
Maybe.
Yeah.
So the question is, there are 3 breeds unique to Jorvik and Star Stable. The Jorvik Pony, the Jorvik Warmblood, and the...
And the answer is the redeem code.
Yes.
Yay! So go ahead and redeem it. You have 24 hours to do so. Maybe you want to read it one more time, just to be sure we have it.
Read it now?
I can read it, yes. There are 3 breeds unique to Jorvik and Star Stable. The Jorvik Pony, Jorvik Warmblood, and the answer is the code.
Yay! I was so worried that sometimes people reading the question would give out the answer.
Oh yeah, because we're so,
But no.
Yeah.
But thank you guys so much for joining us and filling us in about Game Masters. We are going to go now to Karen, who's mingling with the crowd. Karen, what are you up to?
Thank you, Stacy. I am here with another very special guest, a parent. So, you're a parent?
Yes,
I found a parent because parents are at this event too. So, your kids play Star Stable?
Yes, they do.
Do they like Star Stable?
They love it. They play it all the time.
Nice. So, do you feel like you have any knowledge about Star Stable?
A bit, maybe.
A little bit. Maybe hard to avoid getting knowledge at home by the dinner table, maybe.
Yeah.
Have you ever tried playing Star Stable?
No, I haven't tried. I've been sitting beside them, but I haven't tried.
Okay. Well, I have a little test for you here to see how well do you know the world of Star Stable. So we're gonna test your knowledge.
Okay.
Are you ready?
Yes.
And also, people watching, you might know the right answer. So feel free to comment what the right answer is. That will make me very happy. So let's go. First question is, Garnock, is he good or is he evil?
He's evil.
That was correct. Very impressed. So you're going off to a good start here. Let's do the second one. Where is Anne?
Where she is? She's in Jorvik.
That's kind of a question about definition, but I would say you're wrong because she's in Pandora, so she's trapped, and it's a big deal. So learn your Anne, because it's very important. It's a very important mission. Okay, is it Mistwoods or Mistfall?
Mistfall.
That was correct. You do quite well actually. Nice. Okay, and we have another question. The snowy area in Star Stable, where it's like snowy and cold, what is it called?
Can I get a clue?
Something about like an ancient kind of creature animal that doesn't exist anymore.
Dino Valley.
Ha! No clues. You did great. I'm actually really impressed. I thought a parent would do quite badly on this quiz, but you did great. You had like 3.5 correct answers out of 4.
Yeah,
I read the book. You read the book?
Yeah.
How did you like the book?
Yeah, it's very good.
See, parents are important, and we care about parents here at Star Stable, and we want them to have a good experience too. So, thank you so much for talking to me. You get to run off to your kid now and have a good time at the event.
Thank you.
And we'll see. I'll see you on the floor. Bye. Thank you. Now back to Stacy, where she will talk about Soul Rider number 3.
Wow, I'm super impressed. She did really well with that trivia. But now we are going to talk about another Soul Rider. So I'm joined again by Jake and Malin. Welcome back to the studio.
Thank you.
Of course. So we are going to talk about, drum roll please, the imaginary drum roll, Lisa! Lisa!
Lisa! Yay!
I am pretty excited to talk about Lisa. I really like her new look here.
Me too. She's probably one of the Soul Riders that has changed the most, I think.
Yeah.
Very
Excellent.
exciting.
So do you want to tell us a little bit about Lisa?
Sure. Okay, so as you can tell by her look, she's got more of a Western style, and that goes back to her childhood. She grew up in Texas. So she was born in Texas. Her mom is Mexican. Her dad worked in the oil rigs out in the Gulf. And so after her mom passed away in a riding accident, their family kind of went on the road. And so her dad worked at various, like in Alaska and Norway. And eventually he took a job working at the oil rigs for Darkcore. And that's what brought them, so that brought them to Jorvik. And this happened right when Lisa was getting ready to start high school. So when the Star Rider Legacy games begin, or novels begin, that's right when she's starting school and kind of meeting her destiny, where she meets Starshine and starts off on her Soul Rider adventure.
Oh, that's really interesting. That's a lot that I didn't know about Lisa before, so that's really cool.
Yeah, she's kind of the eyes through which we get to introduce to the Soul Riders and the way of the Druids and all of that. So the novel, it shows the perspective of all the different characters, but Lisa a little bit more than the others.
Okay, excellent. So tell us a little bit about Lisa's new look.
Lisa's new look. So she is, since she is a Western style rider, she wears Western style clothes as well, which is super cool. So this is her riding outfit, and this is her everyday outfit.
Awesome.
And fun fact, this jacket is her mom's old jacket that she wears, because she feels like she wants to have her mom with her wherever she goes. Yeah, I think that's so nice. She rarely takes it off.
Oh, really? Yeah.
But she's a person she's into music, and she's
Yeah, she has a really strong personal style because she also is a performer. She's kind of an aspiring musician, so she does her own songwriting, she does poetry, and so she can play the guitar and the piano, and she's really starting to come into her own as a musician. So as every kind of Soul Rider, they follow their own paths in addition to kind of their friendship, and so her future is kind of tied up with music. So we'll explore that in the game in the future, and we're actually looking at finding the right voice to be Lisa when we can bring her songs to life in the game.
Oh, so musically, yeah. Oh,
so
that's
we'll
really
actually
cool.
get to hear her. Coming
That's
up.
awesome.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
cool.
and you could see kind of that slightly musical, like rock and roll edge a little bit.
Absolutely, like a little bit indie rock mixed with country, I would say.
Oh yeah, well, from Texas.
She'd be right at home at South by Southwest.
And one of the big things as well, her hair has grown out a bit.
Yes. Oh, that's really cool.
And she's dyed it in a darker red as well, which I think is really nice.
I especially like the pants that she's wearing, because this past week in the Star Stable news, Ylva gave away a code for a pair of pants almost like that exactly.
Oh,
So
nice.
now we all have a pair of those pants, and I'm very excited because I love Lisa's look. So
Yeah, absolutely.
now we can model after it a little bit.
Yes, now you can wear that as well.
Yay, and her hat looks a little like Matilda's.
Absolutely, yeah. I guess that goes with the Western style as well.
Yeah.
Like a little bit, like the hat. I think she wears a helmet too, right?
Well, she should wear the helmet more than she does.
Yeah, right?
Yeah. So yeah, her style, her horse Starshine is the fastest horse in Jorvik. She really loves
the fastest horse.
Yeah.
Nice.
So she's really kind of embodies the kind of riding free aesthetic. She just loves to ride across Jorvik to the countryside. She can do more formal Western riding as well, but she's mostly at home when she's just out by herself with Starshine, riding as fast as they can.
I feel as well like they have a very special bond, because Starshine has helped her through so much with her mom passing away and all that. So I feel that goes well with the Western riding as well. They're very like in sync, I think.
Yeah, she hadn't ridden a horse since her mom passed away, so she went for years without riding at all. So when she came to Jorvik, she was very nervous about horses, which is such an important part of being part of the Jorvik culture. So when she found Starshine had never been ridden before by anyone, so he'd been kept at Jorvik stables, and so when they met and they kind of bonded, it kind of gave Lisa the confidence to get back on a horse.
That's really nice.
And also when we've been looking at the Soul Riders now, the retake of them, we've been looking at different body types as well. So she's quite short, I think.
Oh.
And we want them to represent girls in general, so we've been looking at that a lot as well.
Yeah, because
And
we're all different. I can relate to the short aspect of it.
Right,
Absolutely.
absolutely. So they're not the same. Yeah.
Awesome. Yeah, which is something you probably can't tell from our cardboard things here, but
No,
yeah,
but you
the
will
height.
be able to see later on,
in
like
the
on our
game.
news and
I
on
love the
YouTube.
emphasis on the Western writing as well, because I think that's big with our players. We get a lot of requests, and a lot of them are very into the Western writing. So it's nice.
I love
to
Western
see.
writing. I've been writing Western writing. I think it's so
nice.
cool. It's the
Yeah, so hopefully we'll see a little bit more of that come through in the game itself.
Absolutely.
Excellent. So what can we see from Lisa going forward in Star Stable Online?
Well, if you've been following the story quest, you know she's currently away on a special mission.
Mhm.
So she's currently, we don't know where she is, and we're going to
Ah.
find that out soon.
Oh.
And it ties into something that we brought up earlier about her interests. So we'll find out very soon.
Okay, excellent. Thank you.
excited.
I know. I love that we're getting so much information and so many secrets. I love secrets, you guys. Hooray! So thank you. Is there any final trivia about Lisa that we want to go
Final
over?
trivia. Well, she's quite emotional, as you can see in these ones as well. She's got I think her heart on her sleeve in a way, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess when it comes to family and friendships, she has her dad lives near Jarlaheim. A lot of the family of the Soul Riders, we've never got the chance to meet them in game. But in the future, we want to make sure these characters feel like they have real lives and that their relationships are just like any real person. She doesn't just exist with her 4 friends. She has, or 3 friends. She has family too, and so hopefully we'll get to see more of that.
Oh, we would. I know I would love that. I'm sure our players would love that as well. That's excellent. Thank you guys so much.
Thank
and
you.
be sure to let us know what you think of Lisa's new look and style, her personality, and starshine on social media using hashtag StarStableLive. We are so excited to be reading about what you guys think. I haven't been able to check since I've been up here, but as soon as this is done, I cannot wait to hop online and see what everyone has to say about the new looks. Remember, these are just kind of concepts. They're not final. It's not necessarily how they'll appear in the game, but you can see we've got our sketches here and ideas, and we're building and fleshing them out a little bit, which I think is really interesting. So it's super exciting that we were able to come on today and show you guys a little bit more about them. Awesome. So what did you guys think of the update this week with the circus?
I loved it so much. I
Yeah?
thought it was amazing.
Yeah?
Yeah, I thought it was so good. I love Idris's new look.
Of course.
Yeah.
Yeah, we set it such a high bar that now we have to live up to that exceed it with the Soul Riders.
Oh, exceed it, absolutely. And there's more in store for the circus, right?
Oh yeah, we'll be visiting it again very soon.
Oh, more in store.
So secretive.
We have to be. I'm not the secretive type. If I could come out here and tell everyone everything, I absolutely would. But of course, we have to keep our secrets.
Absolutely.
So I think we're getting ready to go over to Karen, we're going over to Karen soon, who's going to be doing an interview with Hampus, who's on our Q&A team.
Oh, nice.
And also coming up in store, we have an office tour. So you guys are going to get some behind the scenes looks at our new office that we moved to in January, and that we've kind of already outgrown, I would say.
Absolutely. Yeah.
We're going to have to move again and do another office tour again.
Yes.
But I hope you guys are having a blast. Don't forget to go on to starstable.com, log in, redeem our codes on the Redeem Codes tab, and you have 24 hours to do so. So I think we're closing in on the end here soon. And so we only have a couple more codes to go, I think. But, oh, Karen is ready. We're going to go to Karen now. And Hampus, over to you.
Stacy, I am finally ready, and I'm finally here with Hampus. Hello.
Yo.
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 So, who are you?
I work as quality assurance.
Quality assurance,
Yeah.
also known as QA. Could you explain what that is?
We basically test the game, all the content before it's released, and report all the bugs that we can find. Make sure that the quality is good.
So I actually have been wondering about the bugs thing. Is there any connection between bugs and bugs?
Actually, yes. In the early process of making computer chips, whenever a bug would crawl into the system, it would cause an error, and therefore the term bugs.
didn't know that. So bugs were eventually the real bugs.
In a way, yes.
And you hunt for bugs every day.
Yes.
Haha. Well, I hope there's no real bugs in the Star Stable servers. That would be really awful. But would you say that your job involves playing a lot of Star Stable?
Definitely. I play the game every day.
Ooh, do you enjoy it?
Yes.
Nice. So you must have like the best job ever.
Yeah, you know.
A dream job, I would say. Would you call it that you have a dream job?
Definitely.
I think so many of you out there would want his job, so I would definitely call it a dream job. What is the best thing about your job?
The best thing is whenever we release content and we know that we prevented a big bug from reaching the players. So basically when the players can play the game and it's high quality.
Smoothness. Nice. So, what is the hardest thing about your job though?
Probably when we have to investigate bugs that are specific to a player's machine, so we're not able to recreate it on our end, as well as communicating the bugs properly to whoever can fix it, and also we only get people only see what we miss and never what we actually catch. So that's a shame.
That's a shame. So, because you do really good job, good work, Hampus, and your team.
Thank you, Carl.
So, but I also understand that players also report bugs, right?
Yes.
Nice. Is that helpful for you?
Definitely. Especially if you attach a video or pictures, or if you know how to recreate the bug, to just create a list of steps to reproduce.
Ah, so then it's easier for you to fix it.
Yes, exactly, because that's the information we need to deliver to the people that can fix the issue.
Ah, okay. So out there, keep on reporting bugs. It's very helpful.
Yes.
It makes all of our lives much easier, especially Hampus' life. So is there any like specific skill that you would need to be like the best quality assurance person?
Yes, I would say attention to details so you don't miss things, and also communication so that you can properly communicate to the people that can fix the bugs.
Oh, so talking.
Yes.
The skill of talking. That's nice. I actually have a special mission for you because you're gonna help us with the trivia question.
Oh yeah.
That is also a code.
Nice.
I'm just gonna find it.
Stay tuned.
Hampus, yes.
Yes.
So take this.
Uh-huh. And just read this line.
You just read that line.
Yes.
And the answer to that question is a code for something nice. So read it.
All right, so you guys ready? What is the name of our German game master?
Repeat.
What is the name of our German game master?
So the answer to that is a very special code that you very much want. So thank you. You do have a special mission today. You're gonna take us on a
office tour.
So Hampus is gonna quickly run over to our office.
Yes.
And
like right now?
I'll tell you when to go.
Yeah.
So but what you're gonna do there is show us around the office when no one's there, and just I guess show us around.
Yeah.
So bye bye.
Yeah, I really have to go.
Bye Hampus.
Made it. Welcome to the Star Stable office. I'm Hampus. I'll show you around today. We have so many cool things to go through, like these beautiful rune stones, for example. Magic. They're actually quite solid. And like Fripp over here, he's a great listener. As you all know, he's in the game. But you haven't done this before. I can actually touch him. So all the meeting rooms in our office are named out of the areas in the game, like Moorland, Silverglade, Fripp's Corner. We have Dino Valley. We have these beautiful symbols that help us keep away from the dangerous glass. Evil thing. And this is customer service. They have beautiful cartoons. This is operations and desks everywhere. Desk, development, and desks, fidget spinners. Mobile. They make apps that end up in here, and more desks. No. Yes. And this is marketing. And this is also marketing. This is business intelligence. They look at numbers and things. Pretty cool stuff. this is a very special room. It's the studio! This is where we make all the videos. And we have excellent props in here, bunch of cords, lighting, all of these beautiful things to make other beautiful things. Tables on top of each other. This room really does not make any sense to me. Yeah, best room. 10 out of 10. I don't know what to say. And this is where they make the game. With all the quests and areas and horses and all the secrets. And here we have a bunch of secrets, so many secrets, all of the secrets. My personal favorite secret thing is and it looks really but here, like I said, very secret, so don't tell them. This is the kitchen. This is where we eat. There are so many places to sit, like here, or here, or here, or here, or here, or here. This is the gaming corner. My favorite game is FIFA. It's Star Stable. My favorite game is Star Stable. I play it all the time. That's it for today, guys. I hope you enjoyed seeing the Star Stable office. I'm gonna go play Star Stable. I hope you are too. No, actually stay tuned for the live stream. Until next time.
Thank you, Hampus. We hope you guys enjoyed the behind-the-scenes tour of our office. So, we're getting word that some of you might think the codes are a little too difficult. They're meant to be a little difficult, you guys. We need you to work together, test your knowledge, train your trivia, do whatever you need to do to figure out these codes. We know that you'll be helping each other, and we know that they're a little difficult. So, we think you're up for the challenge. Don't be afraid to try different things to see if they work. I know the riddle was a little bit long, but I think it's pretty easy. Try the different horse breeds. It'll work out. It'll all be good. And don't forget to tell us how you think the stream is going on social media using hashtag StarStableLive. We are checking in as often as we can to see what you guys think of the new Soul Riders, of Matilda's wallpaper, and of Lisa's Jorvik pony. I cannot wait to go into the game and buy this Jorvik pony. It won't be this Wednesday, but it will be pretty soon, so keep an eye out for that. So I am joined now by... I'm sorry, I mixed it up a little bit. We are going to go check in with Lisa and Matilda to see how they're doing with the wallpaper and the Jorvik pony variation. Then we're going to talk to our mobile developers. Sorry, guys. Just a minute. So, as soon as...
Hello! I am ready, because I'm here with Matilda and Lisa. You know them by now. But it's time to check in again on the process. So let's start with you.
Yay!
Now, I see that Lisa has joined us.
Yeah, I added Lisa and Starshine here in the back. So now there's only one missing, and maybe you can guess which one it is. Probably.
Paul.
Yes.
Göran. No. Anne! Come on. Anne, you know that. Well, this illustration will be downloadable later, and you can use it as a wallpaper on your computer. I'm gonna do that. Are you gonna do that?
Every day.
You use your own art as wallpaper. Well, I guess that's convenient. So you have been working with the Soul Riders and will continue to do so. So what has been like the best thing about this process?
Probably just the whole getting to know them part and seeing them come to life. Like by now I've been working with them for so long. I feel like they're my friends. I feel like I know them. It's a nice feeling, and it's been so much fun being a part of designing them. So,
and hopefully everyone else also gets the chance to get to know them as well as you. I would like that. So next time we see you, you will actually be at CEST studio revealing like a final result. But will it be like the final result?
No, of course not. As you can see, there's still some details missing, so I will finish it up later before it's done.
Okay, and it will be downloadable very soon. Don't worry about that, and we'll tell you when it is, which is going to be great. But obviously, illustrations like this take a long time, right?
Yeah,
they do.
They do.
But thank you so much for talking to me. Now we're going to scooch over to Lisa. Scooch over to Lisa. Hello.
Hello.
So now we have some legs on that horse.
Yes, now we have 3 white socks because I really love asymmetry. So you can see that the hind leg is actually dark. I left it dark because I want those 3 bright hoofs and 1 dark hoof.
Right.
Because I also love details. So
you're all about the details.
Exactly. So I've started a bit to draw the fur on the socks. It's a very slow process, but it's getting there.
Yeah, nice. Yeah. So next time we see you, you will also reveal like a final result, but will that be the final result?
No, actually it won't be the final result because it doesn't only take a few hours to create a pony variation for SSO. It does take, for me, with the model and the texture, it takes about 1 month. But then there is actually like a longer process. There are more teams involved in the process, so they are like the animators and the designers implementing the horse, and yeah.
Right, and so it doesn't take 2 hours as it is doing today.
No, exactly. This is just a rough draft, and I'm going to go in there and paint more details and get rid of the seams. Yeah. Like, have you seen this thing back here on the hind leg?
You're very... you do really care about the details. I didn't even see that.
Oh, okay. Well, that's good. The players will see it.
Yeah, well, I suppose. So we do have another result, and that is the final result of the final poll, which is the face. And we do have it right here. You want to open?
Yes. I think that this buckskin really deserves some kind of marking in its face because it looks kind of bold right now.
Right, okay.
So let's see.
I have my suspicions.
Well, what a coincidence. It is the bold face. I meant more the other way around, you know, like it doesn't have any markings. But this will be awesome because I think I will give it blue eyes.
Ooh, does the bald face horses usually have blue eyes?
Yes, when the marking goes over the eyes, it creates some kind of mutation and then the horse gets bright eyes.
Right.
So, instead of the brown normal eyes that a buckskin probably like normally has.
Yeah.
So.
Thank you so much, Lisa. I really look forward to this result. I think it's going to be awesome, and that was the right decision, I think. So, we'll check back with you, but Stacey will check back in with you. So, nice. Now let's go back to you, Stacey, where she has been joined by people who make apps.
It's a really strange thing.
Thank you, Karen. Yes, I have been joined by people who make apps, of course, and we're just as excited as you are about the Jorvik pony, I would say. It looks pretty cool, right?
Yeah.
Excellent.
It looks awesome.
Yeah, you guys are doing a great job of choosing the options for this Jorvik pony. So, welcome to my studio officially.
Hi, Stacey.
For real, we're going to really do the interview this time. Okay. For real. So, we have Joanna and Patrick. Why don't you guys tell me a little bit about what you do?
I'm the product owner for the mobile team. I help decide what to do, what the team's going to build next. I take in all the suggestions and recommendations and like all the crazy requests that we have, and we try and prioritize those and figure out what to build next. Really.
Yeah, we get some crazy requests. We get some amazing requests,
sometimes
but definitely some crazy ones. And Patrick, what do you do?
I'm a developer on the mobile team.
An expert mobile developer, some might say.
Yes, some might say. And that means that I mostly write code and build the apps, essentially.
Oh.
So I make all of these crazy ideas come true.
Yes. Cool. So is there something that you really enjoyed making in the apps?
I really like the part where we added multiple horses to the app, and where we gave them some AI so that they could move about on their own.
Yeah.
I thought that really made the app come alive.
Yeah, they're super adorable and they have a lot of character, I would say. Our players really like that, of course.
Yeah.
So how did you guys get into developing for mobile?
I started with, I went to art school, first of all, and I became a game artist, and I built games for a lot of other like American cartoon IP, and eventually stumbled into mobile when I found this awesome company that was building these really like interesting, with a really interesting IP. And I thought, sure, give it a shot.
Oh, cool.
Sure.
For me, it was a much shorter trip. I was looking for a job in the games industry. I knew I wanted to be a developer. I didn't have my aim set for mobile games specifically, but then I found a job at Star Stable, and I went for it, and
awesome.
I really like it.
Oh, cool. So you just kind of fell into it.
Yes.
Cool. So what's great about working with mobile versus regular games?
It's different than working with PC games because it's a much usually it's much smaller scale of the project. So you make an app, you have a smaller team than maybe a PC game. You could be like 10 people, or we're 9 people, I think. Which means that usually you get to do a larger part of the whole.
Yeah.
So you get to experience more and learn a lot of cool things.
Yeah.
Awesome. Excellent. Thank you. Are there any common obstacles that you encounter in developing for mobile?
We're working with a really small real estate.
Yeah, that's true.
To make characters read, and it's a challenge, like visually.
Yeah.
And as well as like when you come up with with anything you come up, you really have to test it out and see if it actually reads well and like works well for screens that size. So that's one thing really, the biggest challenge.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely.
And also it's a very fast-moving
Mm-hmm.
platform, so there's lots of new things happening all the time, and you sort of have to stay on top of everything.
Cool. So do you guys play a lot of mobile games to kind of keep up with what the trends are, or?
Yeah, I do. Every day, all the time.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I mean, engineering fun it's a really difficult thing, really.
Yeah.
So if you know what's out there, you know what works, to have played a lot helps figure that out.
Yeah.
I think Joanna plays more mobile games than I do.
Probably.
Yeah. I enjoy PC games.
But that's okay. She's the one making the decisions, right? So.
But I also like mobile games.
Yeah. Cool. Me too. What's your favorite thing about working at Star Stable specifically?
The world that we have here, it's really quite unique.
Yeah.
Like it's different. It's very different from the kinds of worlds out there that have more of a world in conflict. Like it's a little bit. It's different in a really good way.
Yeah.
A different mode, different style of play.
Yeah.
It caters to different.
Yeah. It's a lot of focus on like social gameplay,
Yeah.
and it's fun and friendly.
It's fun and friendly. That's great.
Yeah.
Fun and friendly.
But compared to other gaming
Yeah.
companies, it's often a lot of focus on violence and competition.
Combat
and-
mechanics.
Yeah.
And stuff like that.
So
we're challenged in a different way.
Oh, that's a good way of putting it. Challenged in a different way.
Yeah, I mean it's not that easy because there are not that many examples out there, like for this type of
Oh
game,
yeah,
like-
Star Stable's very unique in that way.
Yeah, it
Absolutely.
is,
We have a unique demographic and a unique game, and that makes it super exciting to work for, I think. Yeah.
It does.
Really cool. Can we expect more horses in Star Stable horses?
You definitely can.
Ah.
We're working on that.
Yes.
Yeah, it's just that we
Gotta
can't
figure
always
the
make
works.
promises about which ones come to the game, right?
Yes, not yet, but soon.
Yeah. And do you guys have any other things in store? Maybe down the road?
We
Maybe?
have several other things in store. Actually.
we're always working on something.
Mobile is always working on
Yes.
something. I just have to ask, of course. What are your favorite horses in Star Stable?
I love the Lusitano because
Ooh.
it has this really long, like graceful kind of neck.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
I love the North Swedish horse. I think it has really beautiful eyes.
Oh,
I was really happy when we put it in there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I love the variations that we get in the app. I'm a big fan of the app because then you can play, and once your horse is complete, you send it to the game and it's already level 10. Already 10. You don't have to train it. It's already level 10. That's amazing for someone like me who doesn't get a lot of time to train her horses. I know, I'm reprimanded by players all the time because I'm not training my horses. That's why I just get the app ones. So thank you for
Thanks,
that.
I guess. Thanks for the plug.
Yay!
Awesome.
So we have a mobile-centric trivia question. Would you guys like to read?
Yes.
This one you might find a little easier than some of the previous ones we've done. But again, they're meant to be a little bit of a challenge. I know you guys are going to work together and share information and answers, so they're supposed to be a little challenging. But do you guys want to read this?
Me? All right. Yeah. Okay. How many total variations of horses are available in the Star Stable Horses app?
That's a pretty straightforward one. And the answer is the redeem code. And it's a number. So if one number doesn't work, just keep trying.
There are a few others.
There's a few others you can try. Do you want to read it one more time?
How many total variations of horses are available in the Star Stable Horses app? The answer is the code.
The answer is the code. It's creepy when you whisper it. Thank you guys so much. I really appreciated you joining the studio. I think mobile is something we haven't gotten to talk a lot about in Star Stable on social media and in streams, so hopefully we can do a bit more of that.
It's coming up.
Yeah, awesome. Thank you so much.
Thank you,
now we are going to check in with Karen because the race is on. Over to you, Karen.
The race is on. What race? Thank you, Stacy. I am ready for a very special segment. We're gonna race, and I have found a very special person who has accepted the challenge to race me. What's your name?
Tilde B-side.
Tilde B-side. This is gonna be very exciting, and for this race that we're gonna do together, we have very special guest commentators coming.
Hello! Hi! I'm gonna commentate. It's so exciting. I'm so excited. Let's do this.
Right. So what's gonna happen is that they're gonna comment. I'm gonna hand the mic over to you guys, treat it with responsibility, and I'm gonna sit down and race, and you're gonna be commentating our race. I'm really racing, so this is gonna be interesting. Okay.
Okay. You hold the mic.
Finally.
Remember to.
It's our time to shine.
It's time. Come with me. Okay.
So the contestants are getting ready to race.
They are both standing in front of the boards. Oh, and it's starting.
Go!
There!
Oh! Tilde is taking the lead!
So we have what we're looking at here is a North Swedish horse and what is the other one?
It's
a Morgan horse.
A Morgan horse.
I was like, what is that?
They're going up the hill. Tilde is taking a predominant lead.
Sometimes it's very hard to recognize the butt of the horse, but it is a Morgan.
Here comes the athletes.
Oh, look out for that. Oh, and she made it over the wall. I was worried everywhere. Oh, how is
trying to get cut off.
Oh, I think our Morgan here is it knows shortcuts and things and magic. I think this is druid magic.
She's Morgan has done this before. But Doris is hacking häl, as you say in Swedish. And she's running.
Oh, this is so exciting.
Commanders, it's getting super exciting. They're coming in for the last run.
They are, and this turn is a tricky one, but she made it. She made it perfectly.
Is Doris gonna make it just as perfectly?
We will just have to wait and see,
Oh,
but she does!
Oh
my god, this
and
is
here
so
comes
exciting.
the turn.
The last
and
turn.
she is jumping over the fence.
Oh,
and she
this is so exciting.
No, it's so close.
Oh my god.
She made it. Tilde on her Morgan horse is the winner.
They are the winners.
Of this race.
This was among the most exciting things I've ever seen.
We are proud.
So
to
tight
say.
race.
It's such a tight race, and I don't want to leave the mic, but you can have it back.
I'm touched.
I lost the race. That's okay. We have a very special winner here. I thought you did great. You knew the shortcuts, which I did not know the shortcuts. It's been a while since I raced. Well, thank you so much. Thank you for joining me. Now we're going back to Stacy. She will talk about the final Soul Rider, Anne.
Thank you, Karen. Don't worry, we still love you, even if you lost the race. It's okay. So I'm back, joined again by Malin and Jake, so that we can talk about the final Soul Rider reveal. This is kind of a special one, because it's Anne, and we haven't seen a lot of Anne.
Not so far.
But here she is.
Here she is.
Yay.
Anne. Poor Anne.
Poor
Anne. Stuck in Pandoria.
Oh no.
Hopefully we'll get past the poor Anne very soon, because she's a hero and she deserves to be looked at as someone who can solve her own problems, and we've kind of been stuck in the rescue mode for so long, and we're really excited to bring her out and have her be part of the team again.
We are anxious for that as well, you guys. I know players have been waiting and waiting. They're so anxious. We are too, and it is going to happen. We are going to save Anne. It's just about when. So tell us a little bit about Anne's backstory.
Okay. Her family, the Van Blyssens, are one of the richest families in Jorvik. So she grew up very privileged. She had access to not only her own horses, but her own stables and private riding lessons. And so she got into dressage at a very early age and was kind of groomed to excel. And so when we first meet her in the Soul Rider Legacy novels, when she's beginning high school, she hasn't really interacted with friends, really. She's kind of been sheltered. So in that situation, we get to see her kind of bond with the other girls for the first time. And so when we meet her in the game, it's going to be after they've had this long time of friendship. And so it's going to be great to be able to go back and kind of reform those bonds in the game and kind of introduce her not only to players, but also to ourselves. I've been working on the stories for about a year, and I haven't got the chance to write for Anne except for like one little line from the crystal. But we really are excited to bring her out.
Awesome. That's super exciting. Yeah, it's about time we got to learn a little bit more about Anne.
Yeah.
Do you want to tell us a little bit about her look and her style?
Absolutely. So Anne's, she's got a traditional style, I would say.
Yes.
So this is her everyday clothes, and this is her riding outfit. And I think that since she is one of the top dressage riders on Jorvik, it's important for her. Like, she likes to look good. I think that's very important for her. One of her our biggest like inspiration sources for Anne is actually Karin that you've been seeing all day. I think she's quite tall and a little bit like lanky. I think that she's a little bit clumsy sometimes. But then it's good that she has Meteor and he can kind of Concord. Oh my god.
I was worried that I was going to mix up the names at some point. Just you knew it was going to happen.
Concord. I think he's a little bit more compelled, I guess.
Yeah, a little more like together,
but he also loves being in front of the camera, and he's good at that.
Awesome.
Yeah, so with her casual look, we wanted her to be a little bit more functional, so she can dress up for the nightlife, but she likes to get dirty and get in the stables, and she actually aspires to be a veterinarian. Like her time working with horses, she's more than just looking at them as something to ride and compete with. She wants to help them, and so she volunteers with charities, and she's really looking forward to like once she gets through the summer, because basically the game takes place in the summer between high school and whatever comes after, and so everybody's kind of on the cusp of adulthood and what they're going to do next. And so for her, it's veterinarian is kind of her goal.
I'm like super proud of her. I want to root her on to become a vet. That's really cool.
And I feel like her look as well, like she can wear this, she can go into the stable and wear her everyday clothes as well, and like do mucking and all these things. That's no problem for her. She's not scared of like getting dirty or anything like that.
Yeah.
No.
Awesome.
And in addition to writing, her other interests, she's really into photography. So we definitely want to explore that aspect where whether it's on her adventures and documenting things and sharing her photos on Instagram or the Jorvik equivalent, but also it's something for her, that's her art, that's her outlet.
Nice. Well, I cannot wait to get her back so that she can explore these a little bit more. It must be tough to study vet stuff when you're trapped in Pandoria.
And I wonder how she's feeling, to be honest. She's been there for quite some time.
7 years to us waiting, but for her it hasn't been that long. It's kind of, we're locked in a kind of a time of a couple of months basically that so it feels like years and years for us, but we shouldn't think that she's been in there for years and years.
Okay, that's a really good point then.
It's just kind of weird online game logic.
There's always a lot of that in video games, of course. But I love Anne's new look, and I definitely see where we get a little bit of Karin in there too. And Concord's super handsome.
Yeah, he's so handsome. He's like a really talented dressage horse, I think. And I think them together as a team, I think they work really well because she's not too fond of being in front of the camera, but he loves it. So when it comes to like the show, actually, like the dressage competitions, I think that he helps her quite a lot to feel comfortable, and she feels secure riding him. I think that's
Oh.
very important.
Awesome. Again, they share a special. I love how each of the riders and their horses are unique, but they still share a special bond that complements each other. So they complement each other really well. Excellent.
Yeah, and her horse bond is going to be especially important when she's reunited, because with the other soul riders, we've seen them with their horses for a long time, and we're trying to spend more time showing them in quests, interacting, and giving the horses more of the spotlight. But with Anne, since we haven't seen her relationship with Concord, and because she's going to need to go through this period of healing, Concord's going to be very important for that.
Absolutely. He'll be important for her recovery, obviously, because she's been through something traumatic. Yeah,
absolutely.
Cool. So what can we expect from Anne going forward? A rescue, obviously, right?
Well, somebody on this board will appear in the next story quest. I guess I can say that. Not saying which one, but
either one I'm super excited about.
But we are very much looking forward to bringing the Soul Riders back together. We're rapidly moving towards that in game in terms of this storyline, so that we can tell new stories. We really want to tell the stories of the Soul Riders as friends. The sisterhood, the strength that they have. By turning to each other, that's something that we haven't really been able to do because one piece of the puzzle has been missing for all this time.
A very strong piece of the puzzle,
Yeah,
I would say, too.
I think that Anne is like the leader of the Soul Riders as well. So without her, they won't be getting anywhere. It's important that she gets rescued. That's so important.
But that's good to hear that that's in the process and that we're going to get to explore, like you said, new stories. I think that's going to be super interesting.
Yeah,
absolutely.
I don't think anybody intended for Rescue Anne to be the dominant story for as long as it was. But it's just the nature of the way that we've been telling stories, and it's really exciting that we're able to give some closure to the storyline, and hope we're going to do right by her.
Yeah, I think we look forward to it. Yes, thank you guys so much for sharing these with us today. So,
thank you, Stacey. Oh, I don't think you asked us about our favorite horse.
Oh, I did not ask you guys about your favorite horses.
No, you did not.
I'm so sorry. Please tell me, what are your favorite horses in Star Stable?
You start.
Okay, well, I grew up on a ranch in California, so we had quarter horses and some ponies, and so I kind of grew up around those horses, but playing Star Stable, I've really fallen in love with the North Swedish. It's so big and fluffy and huggable.
Yeah, they are super fluffy. I love them too.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
And I just love the Connemara.
The Connemara.
Oh, yes. Oh, I love it so much.
Excellent.
Yeah, makes me happy.
That's the best thing about the horses, is you want to pick one that makes you happy.
I'm also always a Western rider on the Connemara, but that's fine. Yeah.
Mine is the Mustang. Specifically, it's the white with the black hair Mustang. I have one called Echo Mint. And so, I understand the Western bit quite well.
Yeah, I love that.
I have an attachment to that one specifically. So that's really cool. But I am so glad that we got to reveal the new look of the Soul Riders on the stream today. I think it's been super exciting. And I cannot wait to see what you guys have to say about them. So please, head to social media, use our hashtag StarStableLive, and tell us which one's your favorite, which one you relate to. Tell us what you think, good or bad. We are ready to read everything about it. So cool. Thank you guys so much. We're getting ready to head over to Karen, who's going to talk to our programmers about what they do at Star Stable and also an activity that they're working on here with our players. So they are constructing bracelets, which I have one here. I know you guys probably can't see it, but they're taking beads and they're making names, and it's something to do with programming. I don't even know. Karen, tell us all about it.
Thank you. I am here with my two favorite people in the world. I'm here with, who are you?
I'm Lina.
Yvonne. Lina and Yvonne. And what do you do?
So we are gameplay programmers.
Gameplay programmers. Sounds hard. What does it mean?
So it means that we write code for creating new features in the game. So for example, when the designers want to add a new feature that requires new functionality, we create that new functionality. Some examples of features that needed programming is the walking pet and the wild horse feature and the new collection book.
So without you, that wouldn't have been possible.
Exactly.
Nice. Okay, but I think programming is a little bit hard to understand sometimes. So how would you explain how it works?
Well, programming is about giving instructions to the computer what it should do, and we do that by writing code in something called a programming language. And there are a lot of programming languages, and it's kind of like how humans speak different languages, like English and French. So the computers can understand and translate between these languages. And in the end, the computers actually just understand zeros and ones.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
But does that, because I have the bracelet. You are over there.
Yes.
And making bracelets over there. So what is this?
So these are bracelets where we are writing our names using only zeros and ones. So we are writing them in a way that a computer could understand.
Oh.
So if we look at my bracelet here, for example, if you have 8 pearls together, it becomes a letter. So this is the letter L, and then this is the letter I, and this is the letter N, and this is the letter A.
Ha! So if you would give, I have one too. It says Karen. So if we would, so if we would give those to a computer, they would understand that your name is Lina.
Exactly.
Nice. It's all about language. But what is the best part of being a gameplay programmer?
Well, I think the best part about being a programmer at Star Stable is that we get to be part of the design process of creating new features, and we work in a team to create these new features, and it's also super fun when we finally release them and to see the reactions from the community.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. You guys are awesome out there, the community. But Yvonne, what would you say is like the most common obstacle that you run into doing your job?
Maybe it's not an obstacle, but every time we add new features to the game, we need to like read and understand a lot of code, like how the game works, before we add something new, and that can take some time.
Right.
So it's basically
because it's a game that is huge, and there's a lot of code for that. So I get that. Is there any like specific skills that is particularly useful when working as a gameplay programmer?
Yeah, I think programming is about finding solutions to problems. So if you're a good problem solver, of course that will help you. And to be a good problem solver, I think you need to be creative, you need to have patience, and you need to be eager to learn new things. Yeah.
That's a good answer. Because I have this perception of coders and programmers, I believe, working like alone in a very dark room. Not talking to anyone. Is that true? Do you work like that?
That's rarely the case. We often work together and communicate a lot, and we build things for other people, so we need to understand what people want.
Nice. Okay, so myth busted, I guess. Look, they're not in a dark room, they're at Inferno Online. I love that. Well, so what are your like top tips to become a programmer, if you want to become one?
Yeah, I think first, like, you try it. Like, everyone should try it, and if you think it's fun, just do it. And even if it's hard sometimes, don't give up. It becomes easier the more you learn and the more you program.
That's a good answer. Yeah. What about you?
I think finding a friend to start programming with or find a mentor that can help you is very useful, but also engaging in events, like going to code events. Maybe take a course in code programming helps a lot, and search for information online to get inspired by other people.
Good answer. So I have a final question which we ask everyone. Which horse is your favorite? Your favorite Star Stable horse?
The Lusitano.
Lusitano.
Shire.
Shire. My favorite too. Love that. I do have another very special task for you today. You're going to be the one who read a trivia question. So if you take this card right here, or whoever wants to read it, and the answer to this is a code. I think you all know the deal by now. If you know the answer, then that is a code for something nice.
Right. What is the name of the program where you can listen to the Star Stable soundtrack?
All right, so where can you listen to the Star Stable soundtrack? The answer is the code. Yay! Thank you so much for joining me. Thank you so much for talking to me, and thank you for being awesome programmers and working at Star Stable. Best job ever, best people ever. Back to Stacy now for the studio. Back to Stacy.
Thank you so much, Karen. That was so much fun, you guys. I am joined by Lisa and Matilda, who are here to reveal the final results of the wallpaper and the Orphic Pony of course I say final, but you guys still have a lot of work ahead of you, isn't that right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah.
Yep.
So Matilda, I would love for you to tell us a little bit about your wallpaper.
Yeah, well, I added all of the soul riders and their horses. I really hope you like the new design of them. And of course, there's a lot left, lots of details I want to fix.
Yeah.
But at least there's a base, so I can work.
Yeah. Absolutely. So you still have some work to do, and we will let you guys know as soon as this wallpaper is finished and available to download at live.starstable.com. We'll let you know. You can head over there and download it, but you still have some work to do. And I hope you guys all paid attention a little bit to the little bit of extra wording that was on this wallpaper, you know. That won't be there in the final design. It's there for 24 hours. So, Lisa, do you want to tell us a little bit about the final results of the Jorvik pony?
Yes. Oh my God. It has been. The time has gone so quick.
Yeah.
But I really love the outcome of like the buckskin and the paint and the markings. And now when it actually got the bald face, I think it kind of looks cute.
It's super cute.
Because it was a bit empty before, but now it's starting to get the soul. And of course, it's not finished. This is really just a draft. I would love to give it more time, to give it more details, to fix those seams, and yeah.
Yeah, so you still have some work ahead of you.
Exactly.
Of course. Yeah, so the Jorvik ponies will not be in the game just yet. It's not Wednesday's update or anything like that, but it is coming very, very soon. So there's still a little bit more work to do, but this will be available for purchase by everyone. I know I'm going to buy one. I think it's super cute. In the very near future. Nice. What kind of other things still need to be done on the pony?
Well, like I said, I need to fix more details.
Yeah.
The pattern, like it's really just the draft, the start of it. It needs to get more, that you really see the fur coming out of the patterns and going into the real coat.
Okay.
I need to fix those seams. Like you can see the hind leg, it's really jaggy there, and I need to make that it looks aligned and correct. And then I also want to give it more detail to its muscle and its face, because I think the face is the most important part.
So is this what you were expecting to create? Were you surprised by any of the poll results?
Buckskin horses are very beautiful colored horses, so I wasn't really surprised about the buckskin. However, I was surprised about the paint, because we do have a lot of paint horses, and it would have been kind of cool to have a zoni.
A zoni!
You know, like
a zebra pony?
Exactly.
Yes.
But I think that if the players want paint horses, then we know that for the future, right?
Yeah, absolutely. I love that we were able to do this poll and just ask people directly. So thank you guys for heading over to Instagram and voting. That was super cool. That's not something we usually get to do, but maybe we can do more of in the future. So we really appreciate it. And you guys have created something awesome. I hope everyone is super proud of this because it looks great. And we're showing the wallpaper as well.
Yeah, the wallpaper is amazing.
It's so cute.
Like those vibrant colors.
Yes.
And like the scene, and it's so dynamic.
It is
like
very
you really
dynamic.
See that Alex and Tinkan, they're walking out of the picture.
Yeah, he's so tubby. I love it.
Well done, Matilda. Thank you.
Well done to both of you. Thank you guys so much. I know this was a lot of work to do during the live stream, but I appreciate it. Our players appreciate it. This has been a really cool experience, you guys. Thank you.
Thank you.
We are getting ready to wrap things up for today. We want to thank you guys for joining us. Don't forget to head over to social media and use that hashtag StarStableLive to tell us what you thought of the stream today. And now we have to say goodbye, but we have some special guests to say goodbye. Hi. Come on in.
I don't know where this is.
I'm gonna borrow one of these mics.
This is for me. This is for us. Where are we looking?
We're looking in the camera.
Looking ahead in the camera.
So we want to finish this off together.
Yeah.
And wrap up.
Yeah. Thank you guys so much for joining us. The stream is going to be available to watch after it has ended on our YouTube channel. Plus, we're going to chop it up and take some awesome bits and pieces to make available on YouTube.
Yes.
Yay! It's all going to be there, so you can watch it even after today. And don't forget, 24 hours for those redeem codes.
Right. And thank you to our guests in the studio, and thank you to all the people who visited the event.
And thank you to Stacy and Karin, who's done an amazing job.
Job putting this together for all of us.
Yes,
You
we
guys rock!
you guys rock!
Thank you! Okay, so should we say goodbye together?
We
What
should.
camera are we looking at?
This one.
This one? That one? Yes!
Is it this one?
Yeah.
That one! That one! There we go! That one.
So let's do a classic Star Stable hejdå.
Okay.
Ah.
On
And
3,
2,
4, 3.
Hejdå!